Welcome to a weekly wisdom and inspiration. In this week's Torah portion, it describes the passing of Jacob. And just prior to his passing, he calls his children over to impart with them a final blessing. And he also wishes to disclose to them the end of days. The rabbis tell us that the end of days, Yaakov actually wanted to tell them when Mashiach is coming. He wanted them during their terrible exile in Egypt, the suffering that they would endure, that ultimately, prophetically, he knew that they would be delivered, redeemed, and everything would be perfect with the coming of Mashiach. But at that last moment, his prophetic abilities departed. It was quite clear that God did not want him to impart that information to his children. And the question is why? You see, Yaakov wanted to take away from them some of the suffering, because the knowledge that all will be good at the end makes the suffering just a little bit easier. But God said no, because you have to be worthy of the redemption. If you're going to suffer, you might as well squeeze out every ounce of opportunity that the pain, the obstacles, the struggles, the trials and tribulations have to offer. And by not knowing that salvation is near, you would utilize the opportunities that even pain offers to its maximum. Yaakov ultimately understood that God wanted them to be worthy of redemption by utilizing every single opportunity that exile has to offer. The previous Lubavitcher Rebbe was sent into exile in 1927. But prior to that, when the Russian authorities caught up with his spreading of Judaism, they wanted to deliver to him the worst possible. But thank God, through intervention, he was just simply exiled out of the country. Someone asked him, "Could you please describe your suffering?" And he said the following. He said, "If someone wanted to sell me one moment of suffering, I would not buy it for $1 billion. But if somebody wanted to buy a moment of my suffering, I would not sell it for $1 billion either." Nobody wants to suffer. But on the other hand, if we believe that all comes from God after the journey, and when we're successful, we would not have given up one moment of it because of the place that it brought us to. So Hashem should bless all of you with goodness, kindness, blessings of success, health, prosperity, and happiness. But there is an opportunity to exile, to suffering, to trial and tribulation. If we're meant to have it, then let's maximize the potential that it can offer us. Have an amazing, beautiful Shabbos.